G'day folks. It's one of those wet Thursday afternoons. It means doing stuff inside. Yeah, just a little bit of an update on how things are going. Still flat out at work. I'm kind of compensating for not being there for the next week by working on some fairly critical stuff this week. So I'm working tomorrow, which is Friday. Hopefully get the RAV4 back tomorrow as well. They had a bit of a delay. There's probably a 3 or 4 year old Holden Calais Commodore platform car, for those who don't know what they are. And I was there when he drove in after a quick test drive, and the thing sounded like a diesel. It was throwing an engine oil level code and had no oil pressure to the top end by the sound of it. It was throwing a crankshaft position number 4 code as well. It wasn't happy. There's oil and everything in it, so he said the pickup's probably blocked. It's either that or my suspicion might be a collapsed oil filter, but I'd be willing to bet that he's changed that and the problem's still there. So yeah, not a happy Calais. Don't buy that one second hand anyway, unless they put another engine in it. I mean, it's still working. It'd probably come good. It's probably got oil to the bearings, just not enough of it, and it's not enough to get to the top end. So yeah, that was kind of nasty. And I also drove little Deb's new car, the one that replaced the red Micra that I've got, and that has a modernised version of the Daewoo engine that I just stripped down. It's still a Family 1 engine. I think it's a 1.6 or a 1.8, the Holden Cruise, made by GM Daewoo. And to be honest, I'd either take it or leave it. I would leave it. Or at least with the auto anyway. The Lanos with the manual had more get up and go than that thing did with its twin cam modernised block, which is essentially, it's the same block as what I stripped down, just with double overhead cams and probably direct injection fuel or something like that. They did a few little revamps on it, but not much. They just increased capacity, and it was like, it's alright for town use, but it's got no go. It's an old lady's car. I mean, the Micra is an old lady's car, but it's got lots of go because it weighs just under a ton. The Cruise is bigger, it's a 4-door sedan, and yeah, nah, no thanks. But those engines are still around in various forms, as I was saying before in the videos. It's kind of funny. But then Ford's no better with the 4-litre straight 6. That's a 1960s era block, 1960s era platform. I'm just going over some stuff from work now. Yeah, last night our CEO just asked me to go up to the server room and remove everything from the middle of the room. He'd made a pile of bits and pieces to get rid of, so I had 2 computers I had to take the drives out of and destroy. No big deal. The 120 gig in the laptop and 160 in the desktop, that's no big loss considering how cheap 500 gig hard drives are now. So I smashed those up. I did keep the caddy for this one, thankfully, so I'll see if it works. I think it was still working. He just said it was old. It's made for Vista Basic and it's got a Centrino processor in it. So yeah, it's good. It's an R61, Lenovo R61. So I'll put a 500 gig Samsung hard drive in it that I've got, and see if I can get, well, for starters I'll try Windows XP. Otherwise I might get a 3-pack of Windows 7 Home Edition. I think it's about $160 for a 3-pack, and I can put it on a number of different PCs, because that's just a, I think it's a Core 2 Duo E5300, 5400, something like that. Middle of the road Core 2 Duo. And there's various other bits and pieces. There's a JetTech rack mount UPS, which has to be broken down anyway to go into the scrap bin. I have to get the batteries out of it if it's dead. I didn't ask him whether it was good or not. I can test it myself. So if it's faulty, I'll just strip it down and throw it out. They can have the batteries for scrap. But if it works, I'll just use it myself. I'll set it up in my bedroom to run the television and everything like that. Actually, I should really get a rack case, because there's also a 10100 Ethernet switch, D-Link 10100. That's kind of handy. I'd like to set that one up. Put that down there. And just lots of cables and miscellaneous stuff. There's some DVI cables, mystery remote. There's just lots of stuff thrown in together. Velcro cable tie strips. That's the power brick for the Lenovo 20 volt power brick. It's the first one of these I've got, which is good. I've got a number of laptops with that very thin barrel plug, the tiny centre pin on it. And it's the first one of these I've got, which is good, so I can test a couple of others that I've got out in the back. SATA cables. Don't know why there's so many new SATA cables in here, but they're always handy. There's a big roll of CCTV cables. I think there's a couple of rolls in there. I think I saw a little camera in here somewhere. Not very good, very obsolete. Just DC power cable, bit of telephone cable. I thought I saw a camera in here somewhere. Maybe not. Some new little Ethernet patch cords. Cat 5e blue patch lead, 0.3 metre, 300mm. So 3 of them. Yeah, CCTV cable seems to have power, audio and video all in one. Yeah, that's DC, audio and video. Would it be audio or something else? Oh, there's a little mic on there. There's one of them. I don't know if there's any more. I don't think there's any more. It's a regular analog video signal cable. I've got a million of them. I'm not going to be keeping all of this stuff. It's another SATA. Some oh, it's a nice long piggyback lead, male to female. IEC lead. There's another IEC lead. There's a couple of I think it's a 15-inch and a 17-inch old square LCD monitors. They're still out in the carport. One's made by Hyundai. One's made by what did I say? Hyundai. Hyundai. However you want to pronounce it. There are a million different ways of pronouncing that name. Old Microsoft mouse, Old Faithful. That was the first optical mouse I ever got. I think it cost me about $70. Back when they were pretty hot. Nowadays you wouldn't go without it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. The UPS doesn't seem to do anything. Yeah. Oh, hang on. I was pushing the wrong button. I'm trying to push the power button and unless that's off, on, off. Derp. Battery is low. Okay. I was pushing the wrong button. It does want to work. I'll plug it in and get some charge into it. The batteries might still be alright. I'll bet you it's just been sitting on the shelf as long as this server has, because the fan grills and everything are also very corroded like these are. It almost looks like salt. It's like salt damage or something, and it's only on that one fan. But this one here, the other side's worse, but yeah, it's dirty just like the server is, so I'll be willing to bet that was decommissioned when that was decommissioned, and there's nothing wrong with either of them, they're just old. So yeah, we'll revisit this, revisit that, the Quad Xeon SSH4 when I get my ass into gear and start cutting some alley plate to make the back panel and everything for it. I've got way too many computer projects on the go and too many other mechanical engineering and other things. That's what this holiday break's going to be about, just get stuck into things again. It's hard on a weekend. Oh well. You'll see some stuff disappear as usual, things I can't be bothered with, but during the break you'll probably see a good stream of equipment autopsies, so your inbox might get a bit more of a workout than normal, and YouTube will probably even omit some of them, so don't be afraid to check the front page. I'm still getting people commenting on some videos saying that they missed it in their inbox and they're finding it 2 weeks later. So yeah, be very careful of that one. Dropping subscriptions and dropping uploads from people's inboxes seems to be YouTube's favourite habits at the moment. That and the countdown timer, every time I log onto my front page it tells me it's so many days until they force me to their new layout, which looks like garbage again. It makes it even harder to use. That's another rant altogether. Anyway, I've got to keep going. I've still got some of Terry's batteries here for his 12 volt project. These are the old big UPS ones. I'm just putting charge into them because they've been under the carport for the last few months. And now he's got his diesel Terracan back on the road, he can come and pick them up. There's probably another 100 kilos worth of batteries there. Because he just redid all the common rail injection gear on his Hyundai Terracan CDI. Did the pump and injectors. I think the pump was 670 from Korea, a Ricoh pump, and the injectors were 1200 out of China of all places. The injectors were made in France as OEM injectors, sold in China, and then bought through I think eBay or somewhere and shipped over here, and it worked out to be a fraction of the cost of dealer cost. I think dealer charges $1,000 each for the same injectors. Worked that one out. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent again. Thanks for watching.